painting, trying to keep my stress, my anxiety, and my depression down. So I'm painting this for my mom's birthday. It's pretty cool. We have glitter for the eyes, glitter for the nose, glitter for the little feathers. So that's what I'm doing. I'm painting to keep from being stressed, from being upset, from being crazy. So, this is my project today. As you see, I'm doing some things. So, shit. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing projects to keep myself, besides singing, dancing, to keep myself perfect. I'm doing an arts and craft for my mom for her birthday. And then I'm going to do this thing that you put on your door that says hello. And then I have one for my son who has garden. So we're going to do this for him. Put some kind of stuff on it. Hang it up. But so far I have silver glitter for the eyes. Silver or red glitter for the nose. Silver glitter for the feathers. So I'm getting that done for my mom. It helps with stress, painting, coloring. I may be 44, but I still need to color sometimes to get myself together. I had to take 4 days off work. Have some stuff I gotta do, but as soon as I get that taken care of, I can go back to work. But I think this is fun. So it gives you something to do. It helps you. It's pretty. Helps me get over my stress, my anger. Sometimes we just need to sit down and color and paint. And it's a nice thing to do. It's relaxing. It's fun. Creative. I like to do creative stuff. So when I get stressed, I find things to keep my mind occupied. Sometimes it's pretty rough. Sometimes I fall 7 times 70. That's what God says. You'll fall 7 times 70. Or you forgive somebody 70 times 70. But I feel I fall 70 times 70. But I get back up. So, I'm doing something to keep me occupied. Still blessed. Still good. Still praying for my grandson that he'll be able to eat. One day God will bless him. I just have to be patient. Don't worry. He will get it. So far, what do you think? We're working on it. I'm going to do some more of this silver glitter. Probably put it in its ears so it stands out. I bought this last year when I was going through a bunch of stuff, and it really helped me. So I think it's a good thing to help clear the air, clear your mind, get yourself together. Right? So there it is. I think it looks neat. Now we're going to do some color for the feet and the eyes. So I will use black for the feet. It's pretty neat. Gonna do some different colors. I want to try to put like, I have green, silver, and red for my signs. I just have to find the green one. All right. I'll color the feet. And he has little bitty circles for the wings. Not sure. But I'm going to do some black on the feet. Some birds have black feet. Some birds have white feet. There is a bird someplace my son told me called what's it called, Josh? The blue-footed booby? Anyway, something like that. His feet are actually blue. Yeah, it's pretty good. I hate birds. I don't know why. I mean, I don't hate them. I think they're nice to look at. I have bird phobia, okay? And those who know. I have bird phobia, but I do like to watch them as long as I'm inside. I don't know why. Guess since I was a kid, my mom had a bird, and it would fly in and bite me to wake me up. I don't know, maybe. Or maybe it's just it feels like it's a rat with wings, you know? It feels weird and disgusting to pick them up, but I've held them on my hand before. I think they're pretty. I just don't want them near me, you know? And people laugh, but a couple years ago I went to the zoo and I think it might have been Grand Rapids, the Brookfield Zoo, with my kids and my son's dad about 2-3 years ago. Well, my kids' dad, not just my son's dad. I don't really have my daughter here very much. She's busy taking care of my grandsons. I'd talk a lot more about my son. But I had this big bird. It might have been like a white flamingo, or no, what? Not a flamingo, a peacock, a white peacock. And it chased me around the table, and they laughed about it. And I was like, I think the bird knew about it. He just knew that I was freaked out. But I tried to, and he just came near me. But he didn't attack me. He just was chasing me around the table, which was kind of funny, but not funny to me, you know? Because I have bird phobia. I don't know. Some people think that's funny. Everybody has their own phobia. I don't know why I do. I can watch them through the window, and I can watch them through the glass at the zoos, on TV, watch them in my car as long as I'm in the car. But I pray that God takes it away, because I thought, well, what if we get wings? Maybe it's the wings. I don't know. And I thought, well, what if we get wings when we go to heaven? Am I going to freak out and be like, oh, God, that's gross? Probably not, because I'll be in a different body, a different state of mind. Just my human body is like, ew. It's funny. Sometimes I think about it, it is funny, but I think they're pretty to look at. Okay, so here is the bird that it's an owl. So if you ever get depressed, find something. I think coloring and painting really helps. It does help my son sometimes.
Is this yours?
Yes, that's mine.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'll put it here.
So,
Does anyone want to say hi to me?
sure, they'll say hi to you.
Hi.
Yep.
I just waved my hand. Hey. Just wanted to say hi. I don't really post myself on TikTok no more.
Mm,
But just wanted to say hi. Since it's a Sunday. You know, it's Sunday.
Sunday,
So
Sunday.
everybody out there listening, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
I'll let her go back to her life.
So, hopefully she'll like this. I'm sure she will.
Milk. But I did the dishes too.
Thank you. So, dancing, singing, making funny videos helps with stress. There used to be this postman or UPS man who would be on here and said that it helped him with his stress. And then one day I saw him on TV, actually on the news, and he sings and he would sing and dance, and he told him it helped him with his stress and depression. I haven't seen him in a while, so hopefully he didn't fall back into depression. But anyways, hopefully he's doing better. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. So you know what? It's actually pretty cool. I think a lot of us it helps a lot of us to get over our stress. And especially in the days when it's wintertime, if you live in a state that has snow, or like Seattle that has it's always rainy, they call it. So they say there's a lot of people who hurt themselves in that state because it's so depressing there. But you know what? I guess you take your good or your bad days. So, what do you like to do? What helps you with your stress? Has anybody figured it out? Going hiking. I like to do that. Nature helps you relax. Okay, so he's pretty much done. It's not the best, but you know what? It's something to do. And then later, I'm going to put something on this that says hello. And I'm going to hang it up on the door or something. So we'll figure out something. Oh, shoot, that hurt. I hope you have a great Sunday. A lot of us have bad days. So that's what I've been doing. So we'll let this dry for a while, and then we'll come back to it, and we'll work on something else, which is pretty neat. So we'll set that over there, and then I'll start doing this hello one. Find something to do. Sometimes I like to do videos with my cat. I'm sure you've seen some of them with my cat. She's funny. She likes the attention. My dog, not so much. Once in a while. But he's still pretty.
Right there.
He still likes to have fun. Like we did this last year. And this arrow, which is fun. I started doing this canvas painting. I haven't gotten all of it. I was just starting. I've been working on certain things. It's fun. This one I did because I have a dog and a cat. So footprint. sometimes it's relaxing. Okay. What helped you to get through your days when you have a really bad day? Stress. You have to take off work because you can't handle work and stress at home together. And what helps you? Sometimes reading helps me. Sometimes a nice hot bath. Sometimes just playing with my animals. Sometimes just taking a nap. Sometimes I tell my boss, can I go home and take a nap, wake up and redo this day? We can't though. I want to. Sometimes. I had a lady that I went to church with, and she passed away, I think around Christmas. She was a really nice lady. She went to Hawaii to visit her other kids. She had 9 kids. Yeah, 9 kids. I don't know if I could have 9 kids. I have 2, a grandson, and another grandkid on the way. My son is like 5, but you know, we will get through it eventually. I will. And my grandson has some stomach issues, a little worse than me, but he does. He had to have a tube put in his stomach. So but he's doing great. He's a really strong 3-year-old. Most kids would have been crying and screaming. I mean, he was pretty strong for a 3-year-old. One day he cried. That next day, it was like he never had surgery. And I was like, you know what? For a 3-year-old, you're a savage. And he's like, yes, I am. It's pretty cool, though. He does crack me up sometimes. He's like the light of my day. Joy of everything. I love making funny videos with him. He's going to be like me. A talented person. So, I believe so. And we all have wonderful children that are talented at something, even if they're not acting right. Mine's very talented, my son. My daughter's very talented. She won 2nd place and 3rd place for being able to read. I think she was only in like 9th or 10th grade, maybe 11th, I'm not sure. But she won 2nd place, I think it was, in regionals, and 3rd place in state for being able to read and design blueprints. I don't know where that came from. I'm not that smart. But my kids, I got blessed with 2 talented kids. She's also a very good artist. So, God blessed me with 2 talented kids. I wish she would have went and got her degree, but she will maybe one day. So I was very proud of my kids. That they're very good. And my son is very talented about dinosaurs and digging up stuff and Animal Planet and stuff, but mostly dinosaurs. He wanted to be a archaeologist, but his school told him he was not smart enough to make it in that kind of world. And I told him, I don't care what they say. Okay. Pretty cool. Happened to be the same school that I grew up in. Of course, it wasn't very, I mean, it was okay, but not that great. At least they didn't go around telling kids you would never make it in the world. They told us we would make it. And I was really offended when they did that. Especially when it was time for graduation. And I had bought his cap and gown. And they tried to tell me they didn't have one. So I told them that day, you have 2 days to come up with a cap and gown or give me my money back. Within 24 hours, they found a cap and gown. Said we misplaced it. And then they were going to do this walk that they do for all graduation kids. But didn't invite my son. I went to school with the principal now. The guy that's the principal, we went to school together. And I was like, I went on their webpage and pretty much told them how shitty they were for telling my son that he was a piece of crap and that he would be nothing, and didn't invite him. He tried to play like he didn't know that they were having it. And I found out later from his special ed teacher that he did know. So then they tried paying him off with money. And I was like, really? You done took away his special day where he was able to walk in a parade with his classmates. But because he was slower and not as, I guess, popular, they didn't want to invite him. So yeah, they tried paying him off. And I was like, that's not going to do anything. That's not going to fix it. You stole his special day. And then they couldn't find his diploma. And I was like, how the heck did you lose his diploma? They found that too. That's why they tried paying us off. And I thought, that's a really shitty school. And the principal there was like, well, he didn't know that it was the parents of the children who were getting graduated that set this parade up and didn't tell him at all. So I call bullcrap. Anyways, I eventually got everything, and he finally got to get up there and take his picture. This was back in 2020 when the COVID thing came out. And then, so yeah, it was they were pretty rude. And I was like, whatever. I just thought, that's pretty crappy that you had to pay off a student to shut their mouths because you didn't want them to be involved in your school graduation. So,
Here's my foot now. It's starting to swallow up.
so I'm going to rest for a while.
I can grab the shovel.
I'm going to let this dry
Hope it doesn't get infected.
and work on the next garden one. I'm gonna have some lunch and I'll be back later. So have a great day.